Happy Miracle Monday. I'm Dawn Petalino, your transformational coach and the best-selling author of Peace, Power, and Miracles. And Miracle Monday is a day where I remind you of certain truths and offer you some practical tools so you can implement those truths to experience more miraculous life. And as I speak of this today, this is the last Miracle Monday. I feel some changes in my life right now, but I have been honored to do this for over 3 years every Monday for you. And as I speak, we're going through a worldwide pandemonium of coronavirus. There's a lot of scary things. There's a lot of uncertainty. We're in a time we've never been in before. And it is also a time of great opportunity. And that's really what I want to talk to you about today, is all of the Miracle Mondays, all of these spiritual truths, they all really come down to this one thing of getting back to our heart, getting back to where our foundation is, getting back to where our source is. And that is, as the Bible says, building your foundation on rock versus building it on sand. And this is an opportunity to do that. It's an opportunity for us to dig deep, to sift through what we really value, what we no longer value, what we really want to be doing. It's interesting that this has happened globally. It's interesting that it's causing us to distance from each other, and relationships have become so important. We've learned through a very difficult circumstance that we are all on the same team. And nobody is an island, right? We all really need each other here. So it's a very interesting time. But as I said, it's a great opportunity, because this is the time we get to return back to our source and begin to live from a deeper place within us. You know, the Course in Miracles talks about that inner voice. A lot of spiritual material talk about that inner voice. And what we have to do in order to get to that inner voice is we have to get out of the personal self. All of the fear that we project onto the world is fear for our survival. Fear we're not going to have enough. Fear we're not going to get what we need. Fear we won't get what we want. Fear we'll lose what we have. This is all such a fear-based place. And it is based on, circumstances that happen to us bring up these fears or bring up these experiences that parts of us then cling to. And we never breathe through these. We've never really allowed them just to experience them. And for many reasons, a lot of times they were just shoved down. A lot of times the caretakers in our world didn't acknowledge them. So as children, we couldn't acknowledge them. And maybe we felt we lacked safety. But all of these experiences are coming from past. You do not come into this world with the fear. You don't come into that world thinking you don't have enough. It is a learned experience, and then it becomes a belief. And this is a time of clearing away and cleansing, if you will, these old beliefs, because we have an opportunity now to clear the past. And that means we don't have any rules right now as far as direction. Everything that I know for myself, the places I used to go, the work I used to do, everything has changed. So with that, it is a time for us to really step back and say, okay, notice what our mind is doing. Notice where our fear is going. That's building your house on sand. And then breathing through it, not ignoring the fear, not ignoring the feelings, but breathing through those feelings. Your body will allow those feelings are just energy. Emotions are energy in motion. And your body will allow it to pass through if we don't get stuck in a story and keep bringing up the past and projecting things. So breathe through it and remind yourself, this is what my mind is saying. The truth is, you don't know and I don't know, but there is a higher source, the higher power, God, the universe, that is in complete all-knowing of all of this, and it is love, and it wins in the end. So what do we have to do? We have to clear our own mind of our own personal stuff so we can experience reality as it's unfolding in front of us with a very present mind. And the more present we get, the less we bring our stuff, our fears, our past beliefs to it, the more blank slate we become, as Zen beginner mind. we become, unless you become like little children. So we have to become with this blank slate, this wait and see attitude, and allow a deeper mind. We access a higher mind when we stop putting our personal self in the mix. You know, the Course of Love says, when you will live from love as soon as your personal self gets out of the way. And this is a practice. It's not something we just do once. It's something we do over and over again, and we get better and better at it. I myself just, I was hurt by something that my partner had said, my fiance, and I was on my elliptical, and it occurred to me, this thought came out of me that said, what if you weren't hurt? And I was like, what if I weren't hurt? Because that hurt had been something that kept coming up, this same little mantra, oh, I don't matter. And that hurt got triggered again. But the thought was, what if you didn't? What if you just this time, you just decided, I'm not going to be hurt by that. And it was so freeing, because all of a sudden, it wasn't really an issue. It might just be a little conversation, but it wasn't this drama anymore, and it wasn't personal anymore. And so that's the practice, is to question everything when it comes up, to say, you know what? Yeah, I hear you, but I don't think I'm just going to listen right now. That doesn't mean we don't go out and be smart about things. It doesn't mean you step in the middle of traffic, because if you're really present, your body would say, oh no, that doesn't feel good. So we do what makes us feel safe, but we don't throw the projection into it. We don't throw our fears into it. We breathe through the emotion, whatever emotion you're feeling. If that person's cutting you off in traffic, if your partner says something, if your own fears about the coronavirus come up, you breathe through it, acknowledge that it's there, ride the wave, because it will pass, and just tell yourself, I can handle feeling this. I can handle feeling this. And as the feeling moves through you and out it is replaced with a calmer, deeper sense of present day self. And the more you do that, the more you access a higher mind. And this is what we've been trying to do all along, is live from that same mind, that higher source, that same Christ mind, if that resonates with you, that higher mind, that divine intelligent mind. This is what we've been doing. So use this time not only to question all the habits and patterns you've been doing, and to say, well, what if I didn't? And just to break the chains of yourself, so you can begin to be very present with what is really just allowing it to unfold in front of you. You can't control what's unfolding in front of you, but breathing through it will make you present to access your higher mind that can direct you. The Course of Miracles says that this small voice, this voice, will direct you in all ways. So today, this is the ending of Miracle Mondays for now, but this is the beginning of a deeper, higher consciousness for all of us, an opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity to redefine who you are and who you will now become. Happy Miracle Monday. I hope you take this with you. I hope you share it, like it. You can still check out my website, www.dawnpetalino.com, for more resources and blogs and books and etc. And I hope you today take the moment that whenever you go into an old belief, you stop and say, not today. Today, what if I didn't play with that? And allow yourself to just be with what's coming in, what's unfolding before you. Happy Miracle Monday. I look forward to seeing you somewhere in the future. I'm sure it's goodbye for now, but not forever. And I hope you have a miraculous Monday. Bye for now.